Okay, guys, this will be our first official at-home assignment where you're actually going to learn content and take your notes and then ask questions, and I'll be able to tell you what you will actually show me and Miss Kaiser. So first thing you want to do is set up your notes. I like the screen that you see. So if you'll look on okay, if you will look on the page you see, we have our title. So we have the title, and then we have our basically the headings that we're going to do. So the headings that we're going to do are, we're focusing the sun, earth, and moon, obviously. We're going to focus on the size. We're going to focus on the movement. And then at the end, you have where you can ask me a question, me or Ms. Kaiser a question. And then you have a summary sentence, and we'll talk about how to do those. So if you want to pause this and set your paper up like this, that's fine. You do not have to draw the circles. That's just me showing you what you're going to do. So go ahead and pause it and then set your paper up like this. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to show you, we're basically looking at the size and the way that the sun, moon, and earth move together. So I'm going to show you this little animation, and obviously the sun is the big yellow spot in the middle. The earth is the blue and green ball that is rotating, and then the moon is the smaller sphere that is revolving around the earth. So let's talk about that a little bit. First of all, you will notice the sun is quite a bit larger than the earth and a whole lot larger than the moon. But what we need to really focus on is what they are doing. So this, you can tell the sizes here. If you look here, you can see the sun is very big, and then the earth is a little bit smaller, and then the moon is quite a bit smaller. Now when you watch the video, you'll notice that the earth is revolving around the sun. Okay, so on the size part of your notes, you'll want to talk about how the sizes in relation. So you will put them you can put them in order from biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest, whatever makes most sense to you. But next to the size on across the line on your paper, you'll talk about what's bigger, what's smaller, and what order they go in. When you talk about movement, you're going to want to focus on rotation and revolution. So when you look at this, the moon is revolving. Okay, the moon is revolving around the earth. The earth is revolving around the sun. But if you look at the earth, do you see how it's spinning? That is called rotation. So rotation is spinning. So we saw the earth spinning. And when you go around something, that's revolution. Okay, those are two important words to remember. So in your notes next to movement, I want you to write rotation, and that is spinning. And in your notes, I want you to draw a picture of something that makes you think of something spinning in place. I did a top, but you can do anything you want. Anything that you think of spinning in place. If you want to draw yourself spinning in a circle, that's fine, as long as you're not going around anything. And then when you look, you have revolution. Revolution is going around another object. So in your notes, I want you to write revolution, going around another object, and then I want you to draw a picture of something that makes you think of going around something. Like here I drew a Ferris wheel, because all of these little carts are actually going around the center of here, the center of this Ferris wheel. So this is revolution, while this top spinning on itself is rotation. And those are two words that you'll need to be familiar with and use them correctly when we talk about the sun, moon, earth in class. Okay, so you can pause the video now and then you can write this in your notes and draw your picture. So you need to have rotation is spinning, a picture, revolution is going around another object, and then a picture that reminds you. So go ahead and pause it and do that. Now, this is what you should have in your notes. Rotation is spinning, and revolutions going around an object, and you should have your two pictures. Now for the size, you can talk about which one's bigger. So if you want to do biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest, you need to write them in that order, but you need to tell me which one it is. So if you're going to do big to small, and then you would tell me, okay, well, if we're big, we start with the sun, and then it's the earth, and then it's the moon. That should say moon. And you will actually write yours on your paper, but because I'm having to use this program, it's not as neat as I would like. Now, once you finish getting this section of your notes complete, okay, once you get finished with that, you're going to come down to where it says summary sentence. And I've given you a starter sentence. So I learned the sun, earth, and moon. And you're going to tell me just a summary of what you learned. Okay? How they interact, what they do, their sizes, however, whatever stood out to you the most. But it's basically a summary of everything that you learned from this video. And then if you have any questions, you're going to write the question here. So maybe I didn't tell you in this video how much bigger the sun is. So maybe you want to know that, or you want to know the exact size of one of them, or you want to know how far they are apart. That's where you would write those questions. And then those questions will be discussed when you get into class tomorrow. You will take a screenshot of this or a picture. You'll take a picture of it and submit it into the assignment. And then Ms. Kaiser will actually check your notes to make sure that they are done in class. You won't be able to participate in the activity until your notes are finished and complete. So make sure you get those done tonight.